Hello and welcome to the second video in the series where I display my personal project. And in this video, I will be showing you the model I made for Thor. Okay, let's talk about Thor first. His full name is Thor Odinson and he's the warrior prince of Asgard. And the character is based on the Norse deity of the same name, and in the comics he's the Norse god of thunder, just like the deity of the actual Norse deity. Okay. And he has godlike strength, durability, and agility. He was really arrogant, and sometimes he did stuff which was really reckless. So he was banished to Earth by his father to learn humility, and he was stripped of his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, and his godlike strength. When he was on Earth, he located his hammer so that he could lift it and go back home. But turns out that he was unworthy. That's why he wasn't able to lift the hammer. And then soon Loki attacked this town, and to save some people in the town, he sacrificed himself, and that's why he was worthy again. And the hammer flew back to him, and he got all his strength back, and then he defeated Loki after he went back to Asgard. And he's a self-proclaimed protector of Earth, and he's a founding member of the Avengers. And here's a picture of Mjolnir with all the lightning and stuff. Okay, here's some information about Mjolnir. The main hammerhead is supposed to be 6 times 6 times 9 inches, and it is forged with the fictitious metal Uru in the heart of a dying star by Asgardian blacksmiths. And the thing is, only those people who are worthy could work with the metal. And due to Odin's enchantment, only those who are worthy could lift the hammer. Thor was worthy of lifting the hammer, that's why he could. And when he was sent to Earth, he was unworthy due to his reckless actions. But when he sacrificed himself, he was worthy again, and then he was able to lift the hammer. And the hammer has the appearance of badly wrought iron and stone, and is near indestructible. And now here's the model I made. Here's the first model I made for Thor's hammer, which was like when I had no dimensions and I just made something so that, this was like a real quick model I made. And it has like really low quality and all the engravings. Like the hammer has some engravings on the side, and here I've just put a picture. Yep, so that there is something, and this model is like clearly out of dimensions and proportions. Yeah, you can see that because that is really long. And so this was the first model I made, and that's really bad. But now here's the actual model I made. Here is the Thor's hammer, which has the actual dimensions. Okay. First of all, it has this engraving, which says that whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. So that's the enchantment placed by Odin. And also this top hammerhead, which has the runes on it. It says that he who holds this hammer has the power, shall control the lightning and the storm, or the storm or the lightning. I don't exactly remember the order. Yeah, and you can see all the detail I've made here, since everything is there. Like I have also made this small gap here which is on the hammer's face, and also this part here, this thing, this extrusion. Yeah. And the thing is with Inventor is that this is supposed to be iron, but it seems a bit weird to you. That's okay, because Inventor is for like so that you can design software and you can also visualize it. And to visualize that, you have to actually so that you can. This is not the real how it will look in real life. There's an option where you can look it in real life, and that's like if I go here realistic, then it will start ray tracing here, and that will take a lot of time first of all. And that function is only for when you have to view the model or present it to someone, and you will not be able to work with it. Like for example, it renders it. So if I am rendering it and if it is complete, and then I maybe if like even rotate it a little bit, it will start doing that again. That's why it's impossible to work with that thing. So this is just for the viewing thing, but if I render it, then it will look really beautiful. And yeah, and you might have noticed that there are no engravings on the side. And but so that I could work freely on the engraving, I made it completely different in another model. And this is the engraving I made, this thing. I had to make all of that by hand using freehand lines, and it was chaos, and it took a long time. That's why, I mean, it took just about like 3 4 hours to make this thing completely flawless, or as near as flawless as I have made it. So it took a long time making everything, perfecting it. And you can actually maybe see the sketch. Yeah, there you go. So all this, I had to make this, the sketch which has the blue boundary, and you can see those little circles. That means that those are the points around which I have clicked so that I could make this specific arc. So it was a long work, and I was able to do it. And when I had these two different models, the engraving and the hammer, oh, sorry, not this one, this one. Yeah. When I had these models, then using a function called assembly, I was able to assemble these models together. For example, like this is used for engineering, for designing engineering models. That's why sometimes they make different parts. For example, they might make a pipe and then a connector for the pipe, and then they assemble using the assembly. They assemble it together. Yeah. So here you can see that I have put the engraving on the side. So now it looks complete and it looks beautiful. And also, like, you have to put specific constants so that the models stay in place. For example, here if I'm moving it, it's staying in place. If there were no constants, it would just move freely and it would be chaos. So here's the model I made for Thor, Mjolnir. And thanks for watching this, and check out the next video so that I can show you the model I made for another superhero. Thank you.